Welcome to Joe's Bar. What conversation can we get started for you tonight? Hello, everybody, and welcome to Joe's Bar for the month of March. I hope everybody's having a wonderful month and a wonderful day and a wonderful heading to the weekend. We have an incredible show for you today. We've got some great VIPs who are going to be joining us here in just a second. And we're just going to be chatting. We've got some drink specials out there. So if you see the drink specials in the description below this video, you can take a look at them, and I'll ask the audience for a recommendation here. And so if you see one you like, let us know, and we'll put it in the rounds. But that being said, here is the great group of people I've gathered for this beautiful, beautiful March 19th and Joe's Bar. We're going to talk a little bit about YouTube, BookTube, and, all that fun jazz. Well, you know how Joe's Bar works. I mean, it's pretty casual, so who knows where we're going to go. Already there was innuendos flying before even Rebecca got on. So, we're rocking and rolling already. So with that being said, I'll let my VIP guests introduce themselves real quick. I haven't been able to do this in quite a long time. It's been a while, but because the show we do, we're together, so I never get to say this. But Katie, guess who's going first?
As always. Hey guys, if you don't know me already, I am Katie Solitis. I am an author of multiple book series in the urban fantasy umbrella of genres. I'm also the host and producer of the Spilling Ink Show, where we talk every week to authors and general professionals in the publishing industry about what they do, why they do, and how they do what they do. So check us out on Saturday nights on YouTube.
Nice. Awesome. All right, Mr. JD Estrada.
Greetings, fellow humans. I am Double O Bananas. I am trying, and this is not an independent brew, but it's local. It's from Georgia's Academia. It's chocolate milk porter, maple, bacon, coffee, vanilla. I will taste it for you guys for the first time ever later, but for now, I will say that I am a Puerto Rican indie author who decided to live in Atlanta because that makes sense, to be 4.5 hours away from the ocean. I write urban fantasy, poetry, middle grade, nonfiction, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Nice. All right, Margaret.
Hi, I'm Margaret Pinard. Taste Life Twice is my publishing brand. I do historical fiction, so I love delving into the past and taking people along with me for an experience. I specialize in the Scottish and the UK in general, but now I'm branching out to the US and 19th century still, but just barely, 1893. So I've got a YouTube channel with just my name and 5 books out, working on the 6th, and happy to be here.
Nice. Welcome. Happy to have you here. I'm glad that we finally got you on GoIndieNow. It's awesome. All right, Anita.
Hi, I'm Anita Stewart. I write under AF Stewart, horror, fantasy, dark fiction. Next month I'll be back to doing poetry. And I also have a podcast, Between the Pages Book Chat, where I get an author on and we talk about their book for 20 minutes. And there's also a secret project in the works. So
we'll talk a little bit about that later. But for now, Rebecca wants to know, JD, did you release a book of poetry? You better not have. I didn't know this.
No, I released last year Recollection. Recollection is the collection of all my English poetry collections in one, plus the poetry that appears in the English half of 2020, which is my bilingual collection. Lighting today is not cooperating with me. There you go. How's this for nice and poised? And
do it again so everybody can see it.
That's my bilingual collection. The English part of here is included in Recollection, and also the poems that I included as an addendum to my middle grade short stories from the Daydreams on the Sherbert Shore. So all of that in one, so that you can have one big chunk of me.
Nice. Awesome. Well, that's what we need, more chunks of you.
But there are things coming soon. I will not give a release date, and I will not be organized and follow any of the advice that Katie offers, that Rebecca offers, that Heidi offers. I will do just a disaster of publishing too much stuff in a period of time because I do not care.
You rebel, you.
Rebel.
Right. I didn't remember the cover. I have all the other books. Well, guess what, Rebecca? I have a signed copy of that book.
Well, not of recollection, because I don't have a copy of recollection.
No, of bilingual. I thought she was talking about bilingual. I have a signed copy of that one.
Yes, you do. By the way, I will take this moment to say cheers, Mama Estrada, and
Cheers,
also
Mama Estrada.
cheers to Eric K. Myers, whose birthday is today. I was going to do a video. I forgot. So happy birthday, Mr. Myers. And let's try this so that everyone can see my face and react to this. Chocolate milk porter, maple bacon coffee, vanilla extravaganza. That is a tasty brew. If you like dark beers, oh wow, the aftertaste is weird. It starts doing a bunch of weird stuff with your palate. So, and then it ends kind of. It's not bad, but it ends kind of funky. So, if you like this face and you want to experience it, by all means, try it. It's Academia from Georgia.
So Rebecca's on fire right now. She says, "Okay, but now I have to get the collection just because of that line, a big chunk of JD." And she says, "That sounds foul, JD."
No,
Richard says, "Must share with me, JD. I need to go find that one." All right,
I will share. If you've
and
ever
he's down
had,
for funky.
if you've ever had Old Rasputin,
oh yeah, nice.
So Old Rasputin is a bold porter. It's bitter. And then it has some sweet stuff trying to punch into the bitter. So it's an interesting experience. I wouldn't say that I would buy a 6-pack, but I would buy that again. So
awesome. Well, keep talking for just a second while I put the drink specials in my purview so that I have them.
I actually have them here, and I wanted to ask for where the hell is it? The Very Very Buried video tequila mixer, which is the one video that you wish had more traction than it does, because you are really proud of it.
Nice. Yes. The burns the heart more than the throat one? Is that? Oh, no. Very buried. Okay, yeah. Very, very buried tequila mixer. Do you want to go first, Mr. Estrada?
I've talked too much, and we have wonderful, brilliant people.
Let's hear from our newbie. How about Margaret? Do you want to answer first, or do you have one?
For that drink? Yeah, sure.
And she's got a great channel, by the way.
I agree.
Thank you.
She had a great live show today too. It was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Even though I hijacked it with corset talk, but
which I hope you were like scampering back into your corner, because everyone on the call was like, no, let me school you. That's pretty good. And actually it was a premiere followed by a live show, and it's better than any other premiere or live show that I've had in terms of engagement. So maybe that's
nice.
Yeah. In terms of this question, the one video you wish you had more traction than it does, it's a really recent one. February 28th, I had a local luminary here in Portland. She's a publisher of Forest Avenue Press. Her name is Laura Stanfeld, and she is a sweetheart. And, the last year has been a doozy for everybody, but she's had a lot of stuff going on as well. So I felt particularly like on nails.
Pins and needles?
Pins and needles. Thank you. I was thinking pin cushions. No, it's not pin cushions. Asking her to do a conversation about literary community. And she was like, sure, why not? Jumped into it with me. And then we had this discussion, and it was like nobody, like one friend who's a patron commented. And then like 2 weeks later, like one other person. And I was like, this was an awesome conversation. This is an awesome person. Why? So I would definitely encourage people to look that up. She's a publisher. She can make your dreams come true.
Yes, you have to give me the link after the show so that I can put it in the description for everybody to go check out.
Yeah. I'll look it up.
I'll do that for everybody, whatever video you want me to post, I'll put it in the description so that everybody can go check these out. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
Because, I mean, a lot of my book chats don't have a lot of views, but the Justin Lee Anderson interview I did is a great one. And he's currently at the top of the SPIFBO rankings. So if you want to check out his interview, you'll get an insight into that book as well. And also my Reindeer Solution video trailer. I really like that one, and it's so cute. So those are the ones.
Nice. Awesome. Katie, JD?
I'm going to be the boring one because I can't pick a single video. I mean, every week we bring on new people and we talk about their journeys. We talk about how they got into publishing, their inspiration, the pitfalls they've run into. So I feel it'd be unfair to pick one over the other because I think they all bring something to the table.
I didn't think you were going to pick any of those at all. I thought you were going to maybe mention your readings.
Well, that one's on my personal channel, but if we're talking about just our YouTube channels that we've had for a long time or that we focus on more, Spilling Ink is the one that I put 5 years of my life into. And in that 5 years, I've met so many different people and learned a lot. I've been in the business for going on 11 years now, but I've learned from everybody that comes on our show different things that they've tried. And it's important. At least I think it is. All
right. What have you learned from me? I'm curious.
A lot, bro. Come on, don't be humble.
Yep.
It's me. I'm gonna give a convoluted answer. I wish at the time more people would have watched my Hurricane Maria book tag, because that's when I almost dropped off the face of YouTube. Because I saw that 2 or 3 people did it, and then no one gave a fuck about the island, and I was, oh my god, because you're having this travesty of a moment in your life, and I really wish more people would have seen it. Today, not so much, because it's not a happy video. I'm crying in the video, and I just wanted to get more traction then. Today, you know what? I'm trying to get more comfortable with music, and I really wish, yes, I'm an indie author and whatnot, but I want people to listen to more of my music. And if I had my way in terms of book related stuff, book tags are always fun, but I really wish more people would give a chance to the blank comics explanations to tell me what I can do better, because I'm really fond of that project and it never took off. And it's always with an extra purpose, and I really think I see the value in that project. For some artists that, they could use it for their portfolio, and it's never taken off. People are always really fond of it. They buy the blank comics at conventions, and it's there. And I want to break this plateau.
Yes, awesome. So, yeah, Rebecca says her favorite Spilling Ink episode was her first appearance where poor Jay met me. Was it Jay? Yeah, or Jane?
That'd be Jay.
Yeah,
that was Jay.
Yeah, I had a weird first appearance on Spilling Ink too, but we won't talk about that. But, that was you, Margaret. Rebecca says, "I'm so full of myself and tequila." Tequila. Josh says what he's learned from me is that it's as much wood as a woodchuck chucks. If a woodchuck could chuck wood. He just wanted me to say that because he's a bastard. JD is an excellent musician. No, I absolutely 1000% agree. I think there's a specific song, and I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head, that I play all the time, and of course I can't think of it right now when I say that.
It's one that I have to figure out the live setting, but I forgot the
Oh, Richard said that I missed that. I did see this, and this confused me, but that's I guess I don't know the reference, but anyway,
I do not.
Well, at first I thought it was "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." But then the rest of the sentence I did not get, so I laughed at the beginning part, and then I was like,
How much of our audience is drinking right now?
Yeah. I guess I should go and tell everybody about what video There's one particular one that actually has gotten a lot of traction lately, but that's what I find is I have a lot of like grenades where they go off a little bit later on than I really hope that they would. But there's this great Crossroads episode that I absolutely think is the most important thing you'll ever learn, and that is marketing. And I put CL Cannon and Evan Gao together, and I think that is probably one of the smartest things I've ever casted, because the two of them just go to town for an hour and a half, and it is an hour, and it's fantastic. And when I was there, I was writing notes as they were talking when I was watching it, because I was watching it backstage because I was recording it. But it's phenomenal. I think it's one of the ones that I think everybody should go check out. I also think that Katie's and Madeline Holling Madeline Holling Rosing Crossroads is a fantastic one as well, because they talk about conventions, which is something we all miss right now. And I think there was a lot of great talk there too. I think those are that show in particular. JD was on it before, and I really am proud. I'm proud of everything I do, but that show first. And right now, I would love to get some more views on these coffee breaks, because they're not getting any love at all. And you're learning all about what it takes to, if you're out there and you want to know what it takes to do this, those coffee breaks are going to teach you a lot, because a lot of these artists are showing how they're creating this art, and it's pretty impressive. So if you can, I would love for people to go and check out those coffee breaks. That's the new season.
It's unbelievably frustrating when you like really throw together a good episode, or if you're doing live shows like we do, and you've got such great conversation between everybody on the panel, and then the views just aren't there, despite you shouting about it, or even the guests shouting about it. You're like, come on, people, if you would just listen, this is good information.
Yeah,
it's so frustrating.
I mean, I think the best show that Spilling Ink has done in the last 6 months was the Audible Gate. I mean, Cindy was just on fire. And I was on that show, and I sat there and just listened and listened and listened. I thought it was amazing.
They just opened up a podcast too.
Yeah, but it's sometimes we spend a lot of time on a post or something. I don't know how much time I went into hidden images on my covers and stuff like that. It's stuff for people to have fun, or word searches or stuff like that. And I get like 30 likes, and then take a picture of an apple, and it gets 92 likes, and I'm like, okay, so if I put an apple with a book, it goes down, and I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. Damn it.
I did this, what I thought was just a superfluous post about Serena Williams, and holy crap, did that just like open Pandora's box, and there was like 600 comments on it, and I'm going, all I said was I like her. I don't know what else, it's crazy the things that get hit and don't get hit. I mean, YouTube's a lot different though. And I'm going to tell everybody this right now. I'm getting on a soapbox. Yes, Joe's getting twitchy already. And I'm going to say this right now. You can never, ever tell me again that my videos are too long for you. If I see you post about Zack Snyder's cut, you can never ever say to me ever again that my videos are too long for you, because that fucking thing's 4.5 hours. And if you can sit through 4.5 hours of that, then you can sit through 30 minutes of GoIndieNow programming.
Oh, and there's the other thing too. That's the algorithms trying to chase what works and what doesn't. First, it's more than 20-minute videos. Then it's less than 20-minute videos. Then it's 5-minute videos. Then it's hour videos. And you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna put out what I put out. God damn it.
Yeah. I think, Margaret, you want to say something?
No. I was just laughing at that.
No, seriously, algorithms, and it's like, let's make it harder. Let's make it harder than it already is. In Facebook, okay, if you want to reach your audience, you have to pay so that you can reach your audience.
Right. Yeah, no. That's why I'm not there. Yeah. You know what it reminds me of is like trying to be in the popular clique in middle school. Like there's absolutely, well, I guess in this case there is value in it, but like you're going after something you're told to want, even though you don't really know why, and it keeps changing, and you're just like a rat in a maze, and it's like, I guess I'll just do my own thing and saunter off in this direction. Bye.
That's what you have to avoid burnout, because if you constantly chase the damn algorithms, it's no longer worth your time to do. And I think most of us, we started our channels because we love doing this. It wasn't because we were chasing the algorithms. Yes, we hope people see it, but it wasn't to, get rich quick. It was, we want to share something.
Well, if we did that, we would go like, oh my God, I just read the most amazing video, amazing book, and I have to share it with you, and it's the same fucking book, and everyone does this. Because it's good to be positive, and it's good to be happy and peppy, but it's bad when you have to force it. And on BookTube, there's a lot of people that you go like, how badly are you breaking within right now? No, because you see that, and then if you have any type of interaction with the person, then you find out that behind the facade, everything's wrong, and it's like, okay, you can have emotions, you can emote, you're a human, but no, every video has to be happy. And look at I'm going to use the song that everyone uses. And it's like,
Shatter. That's big.
Rebecca wants to know why you're calling her out, JD and Josh. Josh, this is wonderful. I've heard this is a successful idea, but I love it. I think whatever works, man, and I think you go for it. But I've been on YouTube so long that I can't. I mean, I could do another channel with clips, I think, and that would be okay. But I just, I'm just starting to really get to the pinnacle, and so I'm just trying to stay the course at this point right now. So I think the problem that I have with YouTube is the suppressing of views and what they deem as a view, and they're not. Again, our favorite thing to talk about, right, Katie? Transparency, right? YouTube has no transparency when it comes to what they value as a view or not a view. They say it, they tell you it in a video, and then they do the exact opposite. So it's like, because it's not written down anywhere,
Math doesn't equal. Is that what you're saying? Like it doesn't equal like what you can demonstrate, and so something's not wrong. That's interesting. I've never considered that.
That's most of my videos. I have the best kind of rabies, JD. Remember. She's on you tonight, brother. I understand you're home base, Joe. Yeah, see, yeah, it's tough when you've established yourself here. I think there's two rules of thumb, right? You're either using YouTube to get further somewhere else, or you're establishing yourself in YouTube. And if you plant yourself in YouTube, you got to stay, because it's all about perseverance. It's all, I mean. Even like you'll hear the stories of channels that are monetized now, and what they'll always tell you is it took them 5 years. They saw the slow growth, and then once they hit a magic number, it just exploded. And that's just how that kind of works. And and they all say the same thing. I've not seen one channel of somebody who said that, other than Logan Paul, which I refuse to watch anyway. But other than that, I mean, that's an anomaly, And he's an anomaly wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a riddle. So, I mean, but you could do
and a glitter bomb.
Right. You could do the things that people do on YouTube and be successful, like clothing hauls and reviews of food, food items.
Makeup tutorials, where it is, I'm told. Obviously, I have
7-year-old loves those.
Hey, don't be mean to the food channels. Some of them are.
I'm not. No. Hey, look, if that's your bag, that's your bag. I mean, I watch some of those things. I'm not immune to that. But I'm just saying that even those folks took some time to get their things going, and you can follow all the formulas. Like you can do the thumbnailing, you could do the hashtagging, you could do vidIQ, you could do all the things that you can do to ramp and accelerate your channel, but it's really organic growth that matters. And until you latch on to something like that, I think it's hard for a channel to blossom. And I think a lot of people give up, and right before the moment happens, So
can we use that to jump onto the burns your heart drink?
Yeah, sure.
So this is one of the things that since you all seem to be more salty about this and know the roads to hoe. I'm asking, let's see, what is it called? Burns your heart more than throat. Sour cherry schnapps. What's one thing you thought you learned from other YouTubers or tutorials that is just total bullshit? So, having started a readathon this March of the Moderns, I'm doing almost all live videos instead of my regular ones. And I thought this will be a good experiment to see if this totally kills my subscriber growth and my view. It did. So I'm like, why? But it did. So any advice on that?
Chasing the algorithms, just plain and simple. Whatever's trending at that moment, if you're just trying to catch that trend, you're already behind. And it's a trip to burnout is what it is. Just do you and be authentic, because anytime you try and follow what everyone else is doing, it will backfire.
Yeah. Well, I never followed any advice, so I mean, I don't have any anything to comment on that, because I mean, I just didn't pay attention to anything, just did my thing anyway. So.
Well, I already said what I thought was total bullshit, which is the fact that you can do video at any length, and Joe Rogan will tell you this. There's other channels that'll tell you this. He does 4-hour podcasts, and when he does, his clip channel gets not as much traction as his 3-minute clip channels don't get as much traction as his videos do, and he gets incredible retention and incredible engagement, and of course, he's got interesting people and he talks for a long time, but those are 4 hours and people will sit through that. And so that's bullshit that you have to do it under 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was the myth that I shattered right from the get-go, because I did one thing that was 5 minutes and I did one thing that was an hour, and every time the hour always beat up the 5-minute clip every time. And I'm not just talking about views. I'm talking about retention. I'm talking about engagement. I think if you have something interesting to say, people will stay and, talk about it, so no matter how long it is or how short it is. So
I have 1-minute writing videos. They don't get any traction. And the people who see it, they go like, oh, that was a great tip. Thank you. And I'm like, tell people.
Can you share it, please?
Okay. Speaking of the share it thing, and I've caught myself doing this a couple times too, and it drives me crazy when I watch YouTube videos and I hear the same spiel over and over, like, share, and subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And they always have to peg it a couple of times within their video, whether it's at the beginning, the middle, or the end, sometimes all three. And I really hate that. It drives me crazy, because people who are watching these videos already know and are going to subscribe if they want to subscribe. Telling them to do so is bullshit.
Okay, but can you...
Oh, yeah, I got one comment on that. Nerdy Crafter does a really good variation on that, because she tells everyone to like, subscribe, but she says, or I will wave a sharp pointy thing at you. And then she takes her little X-Acto knife and waves it.
Sure, that's funny, but the whole smash the like button, it's like, oh, stop it.
So can you take that across and say the same thing about putting books in your social media, though? Because the advice about that is that you should have content in your social media feeds, but you should regularly put in, hey, here are my books, just don't forget, this is why I'm here, to show that, you write books and here they are, in case people don't know. So that's kind of the same thing, right? Like, if you get people dropping in from the sky, you want to say it.
But it seems like white noise to me.
It's the same thing as this, by the way. You're watching GoIndieNow. Like, subscribe, comment while you're here. I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Smash that subscribe button.
Smash that like button. Smash it.
Or else.
Or
Come on. Follow it up, or else.
What's the or else? I've never heard this. What's the or else? I've never heard
else
this.
I will wave a pencil at you.
Oh, or
I don't have a sharp pointy thing.
Or else I'll get drunk Rebecca, to come at you with her cattle prod.
There you go.
That escalated quickly.
Oh,
I like the threat. I think that adding the threat to it makes it funny, whereas just the standard like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. I thought just being an asshole would be funny right now. So
or you'll get the rough banana. You'll get the rough banana.
Admittedly, though, I do watch way too much YouTube, because I tend to leave YouTube on while I'm working, And so it cycles through a ton of whatever's in my subscribe list. So I hear it over and over all day long.
Yeah, they all do it.
And it's so annoying.
So back to your point, Margaret, about the book thing. I mean, that's been such a topic of conversation for a very long time on my shows, especially This Week in Indies. We've probably had 20, 30 conversations about it before. You know, the idea of social media is to be social, right? That's the whole point of it, and that's it. You're not being social by putting up a Amazon buy a book link, you know, and that's all you do.
Definitely not that.
But Facebook suppresses any link that you put in your posts now.
Do they?
Yeah, if you post a picture, people will see it. If you post a picture,
unless you pay for it.
No, if you just no paying for it, just talking about regular posts. If you post a picture and it has a link attached to it, doesn't matter where that link is going, nobody sees it.
Mm-hmm.
No one sees most of my posts on Facebook, so that's like not losing anything.
You know, that's interesting. I just thought the box
Post a picture of a bug and ask what it is. Guaranteed, everyone becomes an entomologist on Facebook, and you will get 100 responses.
Or candy.
Spider. If it's
Snacks,
a spider,
definitely.
everyone thinks it's a black widow. Guaranteed.
And that proves my point about. So I said that's just, you know, sir. I love Serena Williams. I think what she's done is absolutely amazing in her career, and I got just completely destroyed by my friends and my father too. So, you know, 600 comments later, I had to weed through, and you know, I'm that guy that likes to interact with people, but it gets to a point where you go, holy shit, I gotta stop.
But there's the algorithm. You have to interact with those people who comment in order to boost your score with the algorithm. It's a job. It's a full-time job.
Yeah. Oh, you want to see that? He said, if you just put it in the comments, yeah.
Cattle prod, what's the wattage? Oh dear.
As for how I handle my videos, rarely get more than double digits, but I always tell people to use that sexy comment section down below, and people sometimes engage, and we have a conversation, but I also take the time to, you know, respond to comments.
You're somebody who gets a lot of good comments. You really have mastered that. It's really something I really enjoy. Of course, I love leaving comments, and I'll do it on everybody's stuff. But because I'm that guy, I've got to be seen all the time.
No, but again, I'm always surprised when people do, and when people are generous with comments. There's stuff that I put a lot of effort and thought into, and sometimes I just ramble. And apparently, I should ramble more often, because they go like, yes, the crazy Puerto Rican, we like that.
I agree. I think your ramblings are the best, because I'll sit and I'll comment as you're rambling, and then, you know, post it at the end. But I like doing that. I like keeping track of what you said. You know,
the voice and the accent really help too.
Yeah, well,
I tried that one day.
Being a sexy beast as he is too helps.
There is a channel that I watch just for the voice, because again, I listen to a lot of YouTube while working, and I'm like, oh, I love that voice. I could listen to it all day, and sometimes I do.
Yeah, there's some English women that I'll listen to because I love that accent. So, and I don't care what they're talking about. They could be reading me the phone book. It's fine.
We were actually talking about commenting styles earlier today on the live. It's really interesting. We were talking about what our threshold is for subscribing as consumers, and also for commenting. And I'm like, there's a threshold for commenting? Like, what? I do it almost every video I watch, unless like I can't find a single thing to say. Yeah. So, the hair.
The hair is wild. I'm going to be taking pictures and sending to my barber back in Puerto Rico. So we hope that it's not going to end up in an emergency.
By commenting. Yeah.
In terms of recommendations that have been absolute horseshit, I think the video length is the one that I've proven, because I stopped gauging how long my videos are going to be. The only thing I gauge my time is the reviews for GoIndieNow because they have to be 8 minutes or less now. You know, that's it.
10 minutes or less, but it same difference.
Yeah, but you have to tell me 8 minutes so that I can meet the 10-minute threshold, dude.
It's like
Nah, I'm good with
telling
that.
my
Come on.
ex-wife what time that we need to be somewhere. I tell her 5 minutes before so that I know we'll be on time. So
Yeah,
or we would
we
have
all
been.
have a friend who we have to, you know, we had Brian time for our friend because he was always 2 hours late. So we knew to adjust for 2 hours to get him on time.
But I'm sorry, I cut you off, JD. I apologize.
No, again, there are so many experts on BookTube and YouTube that talk at this distance, and I'm going to tell you something that's really important.
Yeah.
And they keep getting closer.
Big
It's
when
like,
he does that. Make him big.
the fuck away. No.
That's true.
But there are some people that have some great advice, and there's some people that have their bullshit game is so good that you go like, oh, you really believe it. You know, they tattoo their bullshit. Like you're like, yeah,
Commit
look
to
at my
it.
guns.
This is a great question by Josh too. I'm sorry, go ahead. Keep going.
No, what was the question?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep going.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
Tattooing bullshit. That's what we were at.
Giving us a straight bullshit right there.
I'm gonna tell you something. We have to talk. We have to talk about something BookTube, and you have to refer to yourself in the third person, and that way you're an unimportant BookTuber. Fuck.
What?
There's a lot of people that
I feel like you're talking about someone very specific.
no,
He is.
I don't know.
no,
Spill it.
No, I'm not gonna spill it.
There's plenty of them. It's not just one.
There's plenty of them.
It's an amalgamation of a ton of them.
Got it.
There's a lot of people that are full of it, and what I've noticed in terms of my behavior towards BookTube and YouTube and in general is that I also subscribe if a channel, if it's a big channel but they still respond to comments. Hey, you got my vote, and I actually appreciate that even more, and I'll probably even be, I'm not going to be more likely, I'm just going to be as likely to share the video, because when you see someone that has 3,000 subscribers and they have upwards of 60, 70, 100 comments per video, and they respond to everyone, first off, I worry about their mental health, and I don't think that's the best option. And second off, that shows someone that is the epitome or the good example of people on BookTube. There's good and bad. I think the other bullshitty thing is to say that everyone on BookTube is welcoming and friendly and whatnot. And there's a lot of bullshit on BookTube. But within the bullshit, there are such gems from around the world. And I think that's what I like about different social media, but particularly YouTube. I've connected with people like from very different places. And that's been the appeal to me, like connecting with someone in Italy and someone in Denmark and someone in Sweden and Norway and places in Finland and places that I go like, there's no other way I could have met you. So that's what I gravitate towards. And then these people don't get tractions on their channel and they close their channels. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
How about this one? Has anybody experienced this one on some of these videos? Our like target for today is 15,000 likes.
I've never seen that.
Yep.
What the hell? What does that do for anybody?
Wow.
I gotta hit all of a sudden I've got to hit the like button now.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen a
basically
couple
what they're
people
doing,
say
isn't
if we
it?
get so many thousand likes, then they'll do another video on such and such, but not the target thing.
That's a big thing on TikTok. That's
I was gonna say that. Yeah, like for a part 2 or something like that. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, which is that's a stupid thing too, because you know what, dude, I can just scroll to the right, go to your profile, and find part 2 without ever friending you, without ever liking anything. You know,
Unless they withhold it. Unless they wait for the ring.
But if their channel needs those likes, you know they're not going to. They'll give it up eventually.
That's true. That's called exploitation of labor. I mean, I'm reading books about anti-sweatshop bills in 1897. So yeah, that's exactly what they do. They ground you into the dirt until you don't have any choices, and you'll just do anything.
So
there's 10 over
nice
that.
light read
So
for spring.
that is the YouTube algorithm right there. You just
Yeah.
described it.
1897 sweatshops. That's going to be our next video.
But yeah, that's that call to action. That's getting people to do something to increase, you know, views, likes, shareability, hit algorithm targets, whatever. It's the same thing as telling people to smash that like button.
Yeah, but the thing about the target thing is like the like button really is so arbitrary, especially in like Facebook and YouTube. It's the engagement and the retention that YouTube really, because they want to be able to know that they can advertise on you. Mm-hmm. If you have 50,000 likes but you don't have a single comment, they feel like nobody watched this video, and they'll look at it and they'll go, "Oh, that this video's only got 100 views, but it's got 1 minute and 6 seconds of viewing."
This is making me feel good because I'm not really keeping track of my likes. I can't tell who likes, right? And so I don't really track them. They don't come up on any of my scales. I just look at comments, which are like up, and I look at views, which are like meh. And I'm like, whatever. We're sailing on.
No. I'm pretty sure who gives me the thumbs down, and it is this psychopath that.
Oh no.
I think everyone eventually is going to get like a stalker or like a really, really crazy person. My crazy person came from Google Plus. Rest in peace. I actually made some really great friends on that social media platform, even though they eventually, you know, destroyed it. But I get a thumbs down, and I'm like, okay, out of all the things to give a thumbs down, okay. And then suddenly comments appear from this new account that was just created, and I go like, oh my God.
It's absolute value though. So
I get the, especially on this video, I'll get one on the live feeds. I get the porn sites that put their little like tag in there at 18 seconds, and you know.
Now I get that on the blog. Come from Filipino and whatever. It's like, dude, I have Filipino friends, and you're making me not like Filipinos. That's bad on you. I love my Filipino friends. I do not like you. Block and whatever. And for one person, I actually responded to their comment, and I'm like, I really hope that you get this notification. And I basically just went on a tirade that was like a good paragraph on my blog. I clicked. I waited for like 5 minutes, and then I deleted everything. And I'm like, I hope you took a screenshot and try to, you know, oh my God, look what he's not such a nice guy. He actually has feelings.
Oh, God forbid you have feelings.
That's a bummer.
How about for you, Anita? Do you have a bullshit tip that you want to share with everybody?
No, I ignore all the bullshit tips. So
He's wiser than all of us.
All right, so Josh asked the question: what are your guys' opinions on sharing each other's stuff as partners?
How do you mean?
I'm married, Josh. I love you, but I'm married.
Well, I share everybody's stuff anyway, so just as a matter of course, if I see it, I share it. So.
Yeah, Anita's really awesome at that. I want to aspire to be Anita someday, because that's just, I mean, she's amazing at that. I try to share as much as possible. I don't see everything, unfortunately, and that's I've had people come to me and go, I didn't see you share this yet. Can you share it? It's like, okay, I'm not a monkey. If I see it, I'll share it. But it's like. Yeah,
I'm just not consistent. Sometimes I share it on Facebook. Sometimes I share it on Twitter.
I do the same.
Sometimes I do a screenshot and share it on Instagram, and it's not with a purpose. It's like, oh, brain is saying do this now. It's like, it's not like, okay, this is my method to share people's content. Yeah, I try to share people's content, but often I forget because I'm busy commenting every 30 seconds.
It's an avalanche, yeah. The problem I have sometimes is that I'll try to like group people together or share things on Twitter, because I'm trying to do YouTube and Twitter as like my two lanes. And then most of the people I interact with on YouTube are more Bookstagram YouTube. And so I look for them on Twitter and there's no handle. And I'm like, what the
That happens.
I usually share the YouTube stuff on Twitter, the Facebook stuff on Facebook, and I usually forget to share the Twitch stuff altogether. So
I'm bad on Twitter.
I'm never on Twitch, so Twitch gets ignored, sadly. I barely touch Instagram at all. I try and get to Twitter as much as possible, but Facebook is usually where I do most of my sharing.
Here's my problem with Instagram and TikTok that I have a huge problem. I have to do it on this, and I have these.
Yeah.
Big chunky fingers, right? And it's like
me too.
typing a goddamn hashtag and trying to figure out and everybody here knows that I'm grammar. I have problems with grammar. I'm not even going to do it this time. But yes, so I'm trying to type and I'm getting things wrong just typing them, and then I notice that, and I got to go back, and it's like Instagram is so difficult for me on that respect. And then you can do it like TikTok. You can do it on your PC, and Instagram videos you can do on the PC, which I appreciate. But for some reason, doing it on the PC, you get flagged. You get like TikTok. You never get any views from anything I've ever posted on my PC. I've never got a view, and I've done the hashtagging. I've done the algorithm thing. I've done it at the time. I've done it with the comments and everything that they tell you to do, with all the tips that they do it. And if I do it from my PC, it'll never get seen. I get 5-10 views on it. So it has to be from my phone. I think that's the design of those programs, and they have some kind of algorithm safety valve that says, hey, they did it from their PC. Fuck them.
That's a bug.
Your phone.
What are the crosswalks in these 6 pictures?
Yeah, that too. And then they have the one that's like halfway and has like a little bit of crosswalk, and you're like, is that a crosswalk?
This is when you get old lady syndrome, and you're like going, I don't know. It's like
exactly. It's like, and when they ask you to click the cookbooks, I'm leaning in and going, is that say cookbook?
Totally.
Seriously, there's so many things that you can hack easily into, and then other things that it's like opening a case of batteries. And I've always said, I hate packaging for like AA batteries. And someone actually told me the packaging is that way because it's one of the things that people are most prone to steal. And I'm like, why don't you lock it up? And we're like, because we don't want the hassle.
Yeah,
they have the Rebecca.
That seems like bullshit. Yeah, that seems like bullshit.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, and that thing you can only open with a pair of like bolt cutters, right? Yeah,
I've cut myself on that plastic because you can use it as a shank. That's how good it is.
It is. Yeah.
Got you with a battery plastic, man.
They use the same plastic for headphones, which I never understood too. Like the headphone has that perforated edge. If you get a little package of headphones or earbuds, they have that little perforated edge. And I'm going, okay, that's going to be easy, right? No, that's the hardest part. You want to just cut it right down the fucking middle and grab it from the middle, because if you don't do that, then you've got the packaging where it's tied into the package, right? And then it's got the little twist tie on it on the back end. So if you pull the package out, then you have to undo the twist ties, and then you have to take the two packages apart. God, why do I gotta be a fucking rocket scientist to get out my earbuds? I just want my fucking earbuds, man.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you have packaging that has a resealable zip, make it work.
Say goodbye to that.
No, make it work, because I've seen some that are great. I'm done with my line of thought.
Sorry. I now know how to get me to stop ranting. Sorry, bud.
Next topic.
Should we pick another drink special? All
Sure.
right. Well, the crowd was asking for this one, so why don't we do this one? Clickbait Cactus Zima Cooler.
What was that one?
First one.
It is this guy right here.
By the way, I have enjoyed Zima. I do think that the bottle looks.
Really?
Yeah, but
One guy?
yeah, but the Zima bottle looks like this porn bed from the 80s. It's so weird. It's ribbed for your pleasure. The bottle. What's one thing you think you have done on your YouTube channel that has led to a modicum or modest success? You do you, baby.
I think your comment section is what I would point to for sure. I can point to one thing for everybody here if you guys really wanted me to tell you. But
Yes, please. I can't think of anything.
So for Katie is super organized and super together, and her show has a great formula and a great format, and it works beautifully. And I think it's successful because of that idea. She draws people in, and people stay. Once she gets them in, it's hard to get people in, but once she gets them in, they usually stay. And that's something I've seen on her channel. And it's something that I think is really, really cool and important for that branding and that idea, because she does a good job of branding the Spilling Ink channel. It's very organized, it's very uniform, and it's done very well. For JD, it's when JD is being authentic and being himself, and he'll get 15, 20 comments on those videos easily. I wish more people would comment on his music, because he needs to play more music for us all, because it's fantastic. And God, I would love to hear him read some goddamn poetry in Spanish. That would be sexy as well. So
I actually read, I had a live show and they asked me to read, there's a poem that I have called The Cup, and it's kind of steamy, and everyone was like, oh my God. It was hilarious. They were like, the host was like, "Oh, it's such a romantic," and I'm like, "Well, it's because of this and this and that." And then I start reading, and it's like I start reading normal, and eventually I get in the groove of the fucking poem, and it's like, oh my God.
For Margaret's channel, I think what Margaret does well is she engages with her audience very well. She's always on top of the audience's comments, and she's very good at incorporating every thought into the process, and she'll do that within the guests as well. So the guests will start to, she mentioned to the guests today, hey, look at the comments, and they start looking at the comments, and then you guys start to talk about it and engage, and that was pretty impressive. So I mean, even though I was being an ass about corsets, but
I have three things if you want to, before you go to Anita. So
Sure.
A question. So in case these helped, they might have helped my channel. So I put on this whole festival, which may or may not have helped the channel. JD was part of it. Yola Boca PDX. Yeah, we had 30 something authors. I don't remember the numbers anymore. But basically a lit festival. And I did it with my friend Elle Mitchell, and we had people to come on, do talks like it was a whole convention or conference, whichever. And, put in a lot of work recruiting and whatnot. And that was over 3 days. And I think that definitely got a lot of people watching the channel, at least. So that was one. I don't recommend that as a side to help the YouTube channel, however. The second one was doing a tag based on that festival that sort of introduced people between the two audiences. So it sort of linked things where there might be disconnected people so that they could find each other and go, oh, this is a thing. This is a brand.
I did the tag.
Yes, JD did the tag. It was fun, right?
That was good. Great questions.
And then the third thing, which I don't know, but I try to pay attention to the returning video featured and the featured video for subscribers and non-subscribers, whatever that is, because I think that catches people's attention. It's not a trailer. It's not as professional as an intro, but I don't know if you guys worry about that. I know some people don't have one. Some people do and just leave it the same one for 2 years. So I don't know. I'll just put that out there.
No, that's great. I love that. I mean, the thing that put me on the map was I did, and this was even before GoIndieNow. I did a convention called Brand the Books, and I was live for 72 hours straight. And
It's like a Truman Show.
yes, it was crazy. And
Or
by Sunday, I was falling asleep, but that's all right. But yeah, I was that really helped my engagement a lot. I got a lot of people who are here now who were part of that. So that's so I think that's a good idea. So what I think is great about Anita's channel is that Anita's no bullshit. She just goes right in, takes care of business, and gets out, and it's fantastic. I love watching her interviews because she just rock and rolls, and she's really good at doing that. And there's also a reason why I'm saying that, because I have a little something to tell everybody a little bit later, but we'll save that for a little bit later. Well, actually, we're getting close to the end anyway, but should I just tell everybody now since we're getting close to the end?
And there's more drinks on the menu. You're not going to cut us off short.
All right, so let's get through the drinks then. We'll do that, and then
No, say it now, because I think it's good for people to watch watch it, and then we'll.
No, you have to have retention. You have to tease them and then make them watch the whole video.
They've watched 50 odd minutes. Come on. Give them a little something.
Feed the algorithm.
All right, so
more musical fingers.
This will give everybody more time at the end too. So I have two announcements, but I'll make one of them right now, and I'll make one at the end. So the one I'm going to make right now is for everybody out there. Starting on April 3rd, we have a brand new show that we're going to be producing and broadcasting, and we're going to be doing that along with our new Saturday lineup, which we're going to be doing a show. We'll have a tape show, and then of course Spilling Ink is on Saturday nights, which GoIndieNow is a sponsor of. So I want all of that to be seen. So that's part of it. But we'll be starting a new season of genres. And in between each episode of genres, there'll be an episode with Miss AF, Anita Stewart. She will be hosting a show that we're really excited about. You want to tell everybody a little bit about it, Anita?
Well, it's Words That Kill, and it's basically I'm interviewing authors about killing characters. And we have some great guests lined up so far. Andy Peliquin is going to be on, the king of killing characters. And he's going to be talking about how he rips out readers' hearts, as well as his characters' hearts. And also Jay Lavelle's going to be on, and he's going to be talking true crime. So we're going to have fun with that. And it's probably going to go off on a few tangents, and Joe will probably have to edit that one extensively. But and we also have some of my ladies of horror, and a Bram Stoker nominee is also signed up. So I'm looking forward to that. So
awesome.
Yeah,
we're going to be talking to independent authors about how they kill and what they do when they kill it, and we'll have some neat little things that in between there, and I'm going to help put the show together and produce it and everything. So
you think you can get Joshua Robertson back? It's been ages. I know he's doing TikTok, but I'm not on TikTok.
He's writing again.
A new book, so he's back, sort of.
Yeah, well, we can probably. This is Anita's show, so I'm letting Anita run the points. So if she wants to do that, that's totally cool with me. I'm super excited about it, and it's going to be a great show. And that'll start April 3rd. Episode 1 will be on April 3rd. And yes, we're not doing it at the same time as Spilling Ink. It's not live. It is a taped, recorded show. I will release it before or after Spilling Ink. So do not worry. You will not miss your Spilling Ink. Okay. And I don't want you to miss Spilling Ink. That's the whole point of why I sponsored the damn thing in the beginning, is I want you to see it. I want you to be there and hang out with us. I'm always there. So, well, I'm not always there, but I'm there most of the time, so. And that being said, so that's the big announcement for. So we have a brand new show, and we're revamping our lineup a little bit. And come April, there will be 4 times a week we'll have a show for you. So and I know that drives people crazy because then they can't catch up, but deal with it. I don't care. But
You can always catch up.
you can always catch up. Yeah, just like you can always go indie now.
There you go. Throw in that catchphrase.
Nice.
And while you're at it, why don't you smash and like, comment, and subscribe because you don't want to miss anything that we're doing.
And be sure to hit that notification bell.
And if
Okay,
you
I'm
don't-
all for smashing the patriarchy, but I do not understand the stupid bell. I don't think it does anything separate. I don't think anyone ever uses that. So
I
that
use it all the time, actually.
really?
It doesn't work for shit, but I use it all the time. I use it on
Throw the
Anita's
living
videos. I
dinosaurs.
use it on Katie's videos because they always post ahead of time, and or they post that the show's going to go on ahead of time. So I always use the notification bell. It doesn't work
Is
for
that
shit.
what it's for?
Yeah, that's what it's for.
Okay.
Yeah.
We usually
To get
plug our
reminders.
show on Wednesday, and then that gives people time to set their reminders or whatever.
I am
Interesting.
too. That's why I asked her to do it because I think she's fantastic at what she does. So, yeah.
The bell. I mean, I say get reminder for like very few videos, but they go from subscription feed to watch later to kicked off the list when I watch them. So I don't need a bell. I mean, they're living on my time, bitches. So,
Oh, are you doing an outtake show this year, Joe? That would be perfect right there for the outtake show.
Yeah, I might grab that. Yeah, yeah. That. Oh, this one right here. That one right there. I use my bell.
So,
JD's. We've lost JD.
my mind is going like that can mean so many things.
I'm having the 70s song run through my head. Is that not what you guys are referencing?
That's probably a lot more tamer than what we have running through our heads, Margaret. So you're okay there.
I think Margaret hasn't been exposed to the Jonesy.
Jonesy at that.
But I guarantee you, she's now attached to you, Margaret. So get ready.
Yeah. Nah,
Oh, wow.
she's good people, and if you like urban fantasy, she's got great books.
What can I say? I can't badmouth my publisher. Number one, she'll cattle prod me, and now I'm being threatened with axes by a couple people. And it's my fault. I am to blame, 100% to blame. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm just saying.
Somebody went flapping their gums last week.
I know. I was a little too brazen in my approach last week, and now I'm going to get the haircut that I deserve. You know.
Oh no.
But she beats on Joe, yes, and all I do, Josh, is say thank you, ma'am. Can I have another? You know, because she publishes my stuff, and that's all. And she actually reads my stuff, so you know I gotta get all the readers where I can. You know, so you know I'm down for that.
We all
You know,
do.
She beats the shit out of me all she wants. I don't care. I'm cool.
She'll whip you, but she'll also make you dessert. So
Well, yeah, and yeah. She'll make it all better.
It's that what is it? It's not
Tough
tough
love?
love. It's similar to tough love though, because there's like the reward.
bondage.
All right, should we? Since we were talking about this, we should just go right ahead and do this one. And yes, I did just say do this one.
Cinnamon sugar?
Cinnamon sugar comment shot.
Yeah.
Your favorite comment ever left on one of your videos?
Someone please comment on my videos.
Actually, someone left a conspiracy theory comment on my trailer for my fantasy story, The Winter Solstice Murder. Apparently, yeah, there was the video is called The Winter Solstice Murder because that's the title of the story, but it's a fantasy story about the death of a god. And the guy left a comment about real life murder on the solstice in England. I don't know. It was very confusing and rambling and weird, but it was fun.
How did you break Rebecca's heart, Katie? I missed that.
I don't know. What did I say?
I don't know. That's pretty awesome, though.
I was approving.
Did you engage with them, Anita?
methodology.
Did you ask them a bunch of questions and stuff?
No, I just liked it and ignored them.
Well, here's a tip for you. Here's one tip I will give you that does work. This really does work. If you comment on their comment, that'll help your video get a cycle of scenes. You know,
I thought you were saying ignoring it first. Yeah. Commenting back is good.
Yeah, so you always want to comment back, even if it's to say thank you or you know, like with my favorite comment. I hope it's okay if I jump the ship and go. My favorite comment of all time was, I did this thing on my group. Anybody who's not in the think tank, hey, I'll do this right now. Go to the think tank and subscribe. Join the group. All right, join the group, or else Rebecca will cattle prod you. All right, but so my Facebook group, GoIndieNow Think Tank, I posted this video once asking people to comment and subscribe and do all that, you know, because I was feeling like I needed some engagement. And so I did that, and of course, one of our favorite persons who's not here, maybe he's watching with Rebecca, but Mr. Regine Nabib commented on the very next video I posted and said, "There, I commented. Are you happy now?" My favorite comment of all time.
Oh,
and
that's
I said
a good
yes.
one. Nicely done.
I can't specifically choose, but there's a channel called Attention Pay, a very nice guy. He did a fantastic review of Given to Fly, and he actually mentioned that he was doing less edits on his videos because of my videos, because I don't edit shit. I just ramble and do like a one cut. He's like, I saw your videos, so I'm going to be doing that a bit less. This kid is creatively brilliant. He looks like the 10th Doctor from Doctor Who. He plays guitar, plays the bass, plays whatever. He paints. He also writes, but he does claymation with ducks. And he was like, man, I didn't do ducks and stuff. The thing is that he does have a stutter, which doesn't take anything away from the brilliant mind that this kid has, because you see his commentary. I think one of his best videos that I've watched was about early 20th century sci-fi and of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. And his commentary, it's like he goes deep in, like he dissected Given to Fly, and I was super flattered. And to have this kid who's borderline Mensa brilliant, whatnot, say that something that I did inspired him to do something and just be a bit more of himself, that was extremely flattering. And that's happened with several random things. You know, a lot of people go like, you know what, I'm gonna do this just because if you can be comfortable doing this, then why the hell not? And I'm like, I don't know why you get that idea, and I do not care. If that brings you joy, fucking go for it.
Nice.
I did a whole season of videos based upon something that JD did. So, you know, I'm as guilty as anybody, you know. So
Do tell.
I used to do a variety show called Time to Go Indie Now, and it was a bunch of stuff, reviews and readings and things like that. And so the opening of each of those shows, I was doing like a skit or a reading or something like that. And so in 2019, I decided to do an entire year of these. I did what was called Agent Orange, and I did these like obscure skits that were kind of connected to Double O Bananas, and JD and I got together and kind of bounced ideas off of each other, and it didn't kind of work out. We were going to do like back and forth a lot, but both things kind of took their own kind of. Agent Orange kind of took its own life and kind of created this whole other thing for me, and so
yeah, you did monologues. I don't ever talk.
I know.
Bananas. I'm like it's like my geeky version of Charlie Chaplin.
and so yeah, I did that, and then I actually made a short film out of all of those. I actually wrapped up the entire series with a short film at the end of it. So that's what I ended up doing. So JD actually got me back into filmmaking. So, you know, I owe him that. So,
Aww.
But you're in trouble, Margaret.
Uh-oh. That's my ghost. You're looking at my after image there. I'm here.
She says your book covers are on point.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So you just, I guarantee you, she just bought all of them. So you're lucky. I guarantee you.
Oh.
Rebecca is a super fan.
And she's a super reader. She'll rip through those in probably 3 days. So
nice.
So
I did a twist on this question.
Okay.
So I do get lots of great comments, and I looked in the last few weeks to see, and I was going to say the video that inspired the most interesting comments because they were so wide ranging. I did a video on like the culture of letter writing, and I had people commenting about they used to be mail carriers in the UK, to like the origin, to the library of mail in North Africa, to like all these so like amazing diversity of associations with mail, and everyone was like, "Bleh!" And I was like, "Yes!" It's so interesting. Yeah,
One of those was mine. I commented on that video.
I thought that was really cool. I had no idea.
It's all about me, everybody. You just got to put it out there, but no, just kidding.
Yeah, so I really liked that one. Like, had no idea it was gonna like get any sort of purchase, and then everyone came back with their own like associations. And it's kind of like that's like, I don't know, a secret. If you can find the random algorithm in the universe that's like, what are people going to react to? That was one that seemed to be like vibing with the zeitgeist.
Nice. It was a great video. I thought you made some incredible points about letter writing and the missing of it and how much it means to the soul. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I like letter writing. It was very surface, so there's definitely like room to do more and take each person's comment and do something more with it, and knock on effects.
So Rebecca says she has 400K to read this weekend, but she'll get to you next weekend. So,
and she means it. She means it.
Yeah, she's not kidding. So, how about for you, Anita? Do you have a favorite? Oh, you went already. You said that.
She pays no mind to them.
Katie.
Oh, I already said I would like people to comment. That's what made Rebecca cry, remember?
I comment.
Yes, I said to Joe and Regine and Rebecca, my only commenters.
So I
comment? Katie has commented once. And I did comment back because I was trying to be good about commenting back and everything. But yeah, if it's not the live chat, nobody seems to comment on the videos after the fact.
Does anyone ever have any luck engaging on a different platform than the actual video is on? Like you put the video up and tweet it, and then someone responds on the tweet or whatever instead.
No rhyme or reason. It sometimes people respond on Facebook, sometimes people respond on Twitter, but I can't say, this is the pattern. I've cracked it. I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. Whatever works is incidental.
Yeah. Yeah, I get no engagement on the places where I put it out, just like where it's housed on YouTube. So,
there's an element of dumb luck to the universe too, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And I made this mistake once. I got on a Twitch rant about how people just like my videos, like my posts, and never watch the video or never go back. And somebody actually sent me a message as to why they do that. And so I felt like a horse's ass because they like the video because then they can remember to go back and watch it because Facebook records all your likes. So you can go onto your activity page and look at all the things you liked, and then they can go back and watch the video. So that
is a no. That is a hard no for me. That's like people putting a 1-star review on Goodreads because they want to go back and read it. Like, what the fuck? No, that is not what it is for.
Wow.
There's some fire. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. If you're going to actually go watch it, I don't care when you watch it. You don't have, I get it. People have lives, and I'm not my stuff's not the most interesting things on the planet all the time. So sometimes you don't want to watch it, sometimes you do, but that's fine. I get all that. I'm totally fine with all that. But just being arbitrary to be arbitrary is kind of lame. And so But if you're doing it for that reason, I'm totally down with that. Because yeah, I would love for you to go back and watch stuff. So, you know, I don't care when you do it. I get more views on older stuff. Anyway, I'm always surprised when GoIndieNow 1, the very first episode of GoIndieNow shows up on my analytics. Like 4 people watched it. I'm like, why did people? That's like the worst show I've ever done in my entire life. You know, and like
That's when I watched it.
but people go and watch. You know, the one that I always get engagement from old times, JD, is the Alice in Chains tag. So that video always gets engagement because a lot of people did it. So there's always a cycle around that.
It's the facelift book tag.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good bit of question.
Go back to tagging. I haven't done a book tag in a long time. I haven't
okay.
Margaret's gonna tag you.
Yeah, I'll put you on my list. I just did the tag about tags today and talked all about it. So
yeah, I used to do them every Sunday, and like I would do a new one and create a new one, and then everybody would follow suit if they wanted to. But yeah, so maybe I should add a 5th day to GoIndieNow programming and do some tagging on Sundays. I don't know, but you know, I have important things to do on Sundays, like watch Katie read and stumble over words, because that's important to me. I really enjoy it. She's got a great book. Everybody go Sundays and watch Katie read, even though she wasn't there last Sunday, and I called her out on it. You better not miss this Sunday. You know,
I was surprised with my 3 followers that anybody missed that video.
But yeah,
I was like, no one's gonna miss me if I skip a week. It's fine.
And we all called you out. Nice.
of course.
Like, okay, I will be back next week. I promise. I'm sorry.
The comments are.
Gotta keep my 3 fans happy, okay?
Katie, have you tried putting it on OnlyFans? Or should I just give this idea? Anita, she's so mean to us.
Oh, no.
Very mean, that Katie.
Wow.
Hold my axe. Uh-oh.
There you go.
I like Margaret.
I'm behind you,
That's not
Katie.
what that's for. Yes.
What do I have?
You got some fans now, Margaret, with that mini rant. Nice job.
Hey,
All
I
right.
mean, I'm just saying what we're all thinking, right?
Yeah, of course you
Use it
were.
correctly.
Yeah, I appreciate that for sure. You know, but
I mean, likes are different. That's a positive placeholder, whereas a 1 star is a negative placeholder. So, but that came to mind. So sorry.
and I know you know, Joshua Robertson talked about this too, and he was saying, you know, there was some trolling going on a lot, and you know it was happening a lot on Goodreads, and Amazon was letting them do it. And that was, you know, people were finding the books that had all 5 stars and just hitting them with 1 star just to bring down their average and stuff, which is just silly and stupid. But
People are silly and stupid.
yeah,
That is true.
some people have to play their little games, you know. But all right, so we got the Moscow Mule Mullover. Why have you stuck with YouTube and not abandoned ship?
Oh, that one's
That's
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
Do it because I like to do it. I'm not doing it for the algorithms or, you know, to get insta famous. I enjoy getting to meet other indie authors. I enjoy getting to learn how everybody has approached publishing or what services are out there that are legitimate that we can recommend to people. I really enjoy that. And that's why I've kept going we're on 5 years now with Spilling Ink.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've stuck with YouTube because I'm lazy and I hate Twitch.
Nice. How about for you, Margaret?
So I went with a metaphor because I'm verbose, and I said it's like if we're all in frozen water floating on little pieces of ice, it's nice to hold on to people as you float, because that's what it feels like.
Wow, you said it much nicer than any of us would have.
The door is big enough for all.
Nice. Just remember that half the people who are floating on ice sunk from the Titanic, but you know.
Hey, that's reality.
Hey, no, I prefer the we all flow together metaphor there. Let's not go Titanic. We're all going to go together.
That's
There you
true.
Big community.
Don't be Rose.
The door is big enough.
It is. Every platform I'm still active in, I'm active in because I have people in different places that they connect there more than others. On YouTube, again, I don't have a huge channel or anything. I do get some nice engagement, some nice comments, but there are certain people that are related to mom and to me and to family that watch my videos. They don't comment or anything, but then I'll get a text message on my cell phone like, oh, I saw the video. That was really sweet. And I'm like, they're watching. And just because of that one or although I enjoy all the comments, although I enjoy all the engagement, it's probably mainly because of those couple of people that I have stayed on the channel. That I keep doing it. It's because, you know, there's ups and downs. And right now I'm enjoying myself more. I'm doing more videos. I will be doing something on Roald Dahl just because why not? I'm 40, so why not talk about Roald Dahl? And I'm playing music and I'm sharing that, and it's just a different outlet and it's a different mindset, and I just like engaging creativity in different ways. And how I attack each social media platform is its own little science. How I tackle Twitter or try to do my best on Twitter, and what I do on Facebook, and even my personality changes a bit. I think I'm mellowest on YouTube, with the exception of I forgot the title of the videos, but there was a period of time for like a month and a half or 2 months where every Friday I would do like, you know, me. Yes, I have used blue language and R-rated words, but these videos were me when I've had 4 beers and I'm there. I'm in the moment. So I would just go all out, and people would go like, "Oh my." So beyond that, everything else I do on YouTube is very, very chill. And although I try to be as chill as possible with most things, I'm not always chill. And anyone who knows me knows that I have a very intense side. But YouTube, those 2 or 3 people are worth it to always stick to it, even when I'm not feeling my best. And it's not that I'm gonna do a happy video. Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm never gonna do that because that's not in me. If it's not in me to record, I won't record. But I'll always try to be relatively active, just because of those few people. Because every single connection to me is important, and for me, it's important to show people that I give a shit, and that I care, and that they matter, and that a text message out of the blue on a Thursday night telling me about a video I posted 2 weeks ago means more than they probably know.
I'm not following that. Everybody, drop the mic. That's just brilliant. So, other than to say, smash the like button right now. Smash the like button. You want to do it? You know you do. Cattle prod coming. If you don't, do it. I've got something important to tell you. I really got something. A secret that you all should know. You can subscribe to this video right now. You can subscribe this down right now. Did you know that? You can. You just have to. There's a little red square that says subscribe. You do that. Do that. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Thanks.
Oh, the shenanigans.
Bananigans.
I think this is the first time at Joe's Bar we've gotten through all the drink specials. So, congratulations. Yeah, I think that is true. I think, except maybe for the first show when we made it a point to do that. But other than, you know, we get off on these rants and tangents sometimes, and we just forget that they even exist. So, which is fine with me. But yeah, I mean, I do work so hard on them for 10 minutes. So
That's all? Oh my God, that would take me hours. All those, not the questions, the drink things, because I mean, water and hot chocolate. That's how I roll.
The one I did for Australia, I was really proud of, and we only got to 3 of them, and I wanted to get to all 5 of them because I actually did research for those. But yeah, so I actually made a point to kind of sneak in a couple because they were talking, but you know. So I'm not the only one who's been drinking. Cheers, Joe. I'm not drinking. I haven't been drinking. I'm just naturally drunk. That's just the way it works.
You're drunk
High
with
on
joy.
life. High on life.
That's right. Damn right.
All for it.
I'm also high on you hitting the like button right now. Anyway, with that being said, we've reached the end of our journey, everybody. It's just been fantastic conversation for almost 90 minutes. And so with that, I want to give everybody an opportunity to tell everybody where they can find you. And if you got any news or anything you want to share, please do so right now, because that's important. And so, Anita, we'll start with you since we'll go the opposite direction this time. So, Anita, kick us off.
Well, I have my website, afstewart.ca. I'm over on Twitter at Scribe77. On Facebook at AF Stewart, and that's where you can find the Facebook end of my podcast. The YouTube channel is under AF Stewart too, and I'm on Instagram at AF Stewart Author, though there's not much there, but I try. And all my books are on Amazon, and some of them are wide, and all that stuff, you know.
And April 3rd?
Oh yeah, April 3rd we get the new show on Joe's channel. And what do you expect? It's 12:30 here. I'm barely.
No. I was just gonna say it. I wasn't prompting you to say it, but you know that's good that you did. But I wasn't trying to get you to say it. I was just gonna say it, just to say that April 3rd we have a new show with Anita on it. So everybody go check it out. All right, Margaret, you want to tell everybody where they can find you, because everybody's gonna come looking for you now.
Sure. So. Newbie's got bingo. What is this for? March of the Moderns. So this is my like, hey, let's do a new thing, because let's be vulnerable and try new things. So I did a readathon all on my own. It's March of the Moderns, which means modern writers, first half of the 20th century, because historical vibe is what I'm all about. I'm trying to get people to read more diversely, even in the past. So that's what the bingo squares are about. And I'm reading great books with people. The next Buddy Read chat discussion is Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific time, Pacific Daylight Time, which is not what Europe is on, apparently. They're on Standard Time still. So, you know, if that's an issue. But yeah, so we're reading great books, and the authory stuff. Let's see, I'm editing a book and I don't know when it's going to come out, but I've got Patreon, and Anita's video from a couple years ago that I just watched tells me that I shouldn't bother. Patreon, YouTube, Twitter, that's pretty much where you'll find me. I am either Margaret Pinard, or Life Twice. So check it out, and I will respond. I will comment back.
Awesome. I put everybody's YouTube channel already in the comments for everybody, so go check that out. And Rebecca says she's on it. Wow.
Nice.
All right, JD.
Well, apart from my other stuff, I do indie music reviews for the GoIndieNow channel. So smash that button so you can also see my indie music reviews on the GoIndieNow channel.
Woo!
They're awesome. I had a Nick Cage moment there, and my oh my god, my hair got frazzled. JD Estrada Writer. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. And I do have a blog, which is jdestrada.writer.blogspot.com. I don't have a website. I do have a blog. That is enough for now. I have 16 books out. 16 books out. Some are on that big Bezos fortune funding website. And I do have several of my books in a local Puerto Rican bookstore called Tazas y Portada. If you're going to get my physical books and they're available there, please support local businesses that are supporting local authors from my homeland. Apart from that, look for the hashtag Double Bananas for fun bananigans. And for the month of March, I am still doing March of the Writers. I only missed one day and I caught up quickly. Thank you for everyone who's been participating. Hope that you've been enjoying. And by all means, it's always time to smash that subscribe button.
Thank you, sir. All right, Katie Solitis.
I'm so glad I started that today. So glad. All right, so I am Katie Solitis. I'm super easy to find. There's the name right there. Look me up by name. My website, katiesolitis.com, is your portal to every path to find me, whether that be my books on Amazon, whether that be my self-publishing consultant services with Rising Sign Books, whether it's Spilling Ink's YouTube channel or my own personal channel where I do videos every Sunday. That is the place you'll find me at katiesolitis.com. Saturday nights at 5 p.m. We do Spilling Ink every week, where we bring new authors on to talk about how they do what they do and why they do what they do. And then Sundays, I do readings at approximately 2 p.m. Pacific time, roundabouts there, every week. So you don't want to miss that. And if you want to catch up, all of the previous readings are available on my YouTube channel.
And what do you do on Friday, the first Friday of every month?
Oh, first Friday of every month. That is the news show, and you do not want to miss that. Me and Joe break down all of the top indie news that is important for you to understand. And Audible Gate will definitely have some more updates this coming month, so you don't want to miss that episode.
What?
Awesome. Well, and Rebecca says you all are going nuts tonight. I approve. Awesome. In all seriousness, everybody, welcome to GoIndieNow. If you've never been here before, you're welcome to subscribe. You don't have to. You don't have to hit the like button. You know, we're just playing about. But it would be nice if you did and comment and everything. But that's fine. You know, you're here, and that's all that matters. And I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. It means everything to me, actually. It's the reason I do this, for all, you know, to have everybody that I like around me and be, you know, doing that all the time. And that's just something I love about doing this. And so something else I love is doing Joe's Bar. And for the month of April, I have a very, very special show that I'm going to be doing. And it involves all of you, not just one of you, not just two of you. Well, I shouldn't say all of you. It's going to involve some of you. And so what I'm doing in April is an open mic night. And what I'm going to do is I have a sign-up sheet ready to go, and I will post the link to that sign-up sheet shortly after this video posts. I have to wait till it publishes on YouTube. YouTube takes some time to publish things. Once they publish it, I will post the link there. So you'll want to come back probably tomorrow morning to this video and get the link there. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to sign up for a slot, and you can do, if you're an indie author, you can do a book reading. If you're an indie musician, you can do a song. If you're an indie filmmaker, you can submit a short film. The caveat, the rules for this adventure here is I'm asking you not to be longer than 10 minutes on anything that you're going to submit. If you are an indie musician who would like to submit a indie song, we would love that. But I would like you to be performing it live. Not live here, but wherever you're going to record. I would like you to be recording a song. I don't want a music video. I don't want a previous recording. I'd like you to record it for our show. So what we're going to do is I'm opening it up right now so that you have time to make these videos happen. I will have the sign-up sheet ready, and then I'll go through the sign-up sheet and decide. You know, I'm going to have a good mix of things. I don't want just all authors on here, but so I want to do a mix of it. So hopefully we get a mix in there. And so if you do something other than authoring, you're probably going to get a good chance of being on the show. Not to say that I won't have authors on here either. I will do that. And I'll probably have a lot more than I planned to have originally anyway. So please do sign up. Don't be discouraged by that. I want people to sign up. But here's the deal, right? So if you sign up, you're committing to doing this. If you do not do this, if you decide I'm giving you a drop dead deadline, and I will give you all that information when you sign up, but I'll give you a drop dead deadline to get me a video by. If you do not give me a video by then, I'm going to the next person. So you will not be on the show if you don't. I'm not going to pester you about it. I'm not going to remind you. So if you decide you don't want to do it and you signed up, you wasted time, and that's up to you. If you want to do that, that's totally fine. But I'm really looking for people who, I don't want people just to sign up so that they have a spot. I want people to sign up who want to do this. So we're going to do this, and then I'll put the video together, and we'll have a nice open mic night. And along with the open mic night, the other commitment you have to make if you're going to do this is that you're going to have to be here And the date, I'll give you the date right now that you'll have to be here for, and that will be it'll be April 16th. Friday, April 16th will be the date of the show. So you're going to have to be here to introduce your piece. So you'll only have to be here for 5 minutes, and then you can leave if you'd like. You can stay, whatever you want. But I want you to be here live, so you can do a live hello, and then tell everybody about what you're about to read or about to play or about to watch, and then we'll put that all together and mix the two together. So we'll have live and performance art together, and we're going to do that, and hopefully it'll be a fun time, and hopefully you all participate. But that's what's going to happen in April. That was my big announcement. So we are going to do open mic night, which every bar does. So why not Joe's Bar, right? We haven't done one ever before, so let's do it now. So that's what's going to happen. And what else is going to happen is Sunday at noon Eastern time. Mr. JD Estrada will be part of our panel, our discussion panel on This Week in Indies. And we've got some great things happening this week in Indies. So that's noon Eastern every Sunday, right here on YouTube, on Facebook, or Twitch, wherever you're watching it. We broadcast to all three whenever we do live streams. So if you're watching it from one of those, that's where This Week in Indies will be. So check it out and make sure that you're there. And we're going to have some great topics to talk about. And then, of course, we've got programming all week long to check out as well. So with that being said, all that's left to be said, and I'm going to anoint our brand new person. Do you know the catchphrase, Margaret?
No.
I will write it in the chat.
Anoint me. Give me a
I'll
sword
let
on
you
your
say
shoulder.
it. There you go. JD just told you.
It's
So you
always time to go indie now.
Say it again for everybody.
Oh, it's always time to go indie now.
Nice. Thank you. And with that, the bar is closed. Good night, everybody. We'll see you later.